Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. We're in this new era of the token reward system inside of FC26, and it's raising a lot of questions surrounding the end of the Season 8 that is ending on Thursday, and the new type of token coming with Season 9, the Footies token. Well, yesterday we got some direct answers from EA about our Festival of Football tokens that we've been earning over the past few weeks, but we actually learned that Footies tokens will be a new and separate type of token. We have got to talk about that today because I thought that maybe these Festival of Football tokens would turn into Footies tokens, but that is not the case. Also, guys, remember our Pele Evos that EA gave us, and then we're just able to evolve based on the position we chose and stuff like that? We're getting another upgrade to our Pele Evos today, and we should be getting some new packs, especially a new 94 plus or maybe better player pick. And lastly, we got to talk about selling these Glory Hunter Team 2 cards. If you have bought any of these and evoed them, it is maybe time to sell because these prices are most likely going to drop today or tomorrow because of a new store pack that EA could be dropping in the store. Let's talk about everything, guys. If you're excited for it, drop a thumbs up to the video, hype the video, and subscribe if you are new. Now, let's start things how we always do by looking back over yesterday's Monday content. Of course, that means we have new PTG upgrades that have happened and more PTG upgrades that will be happening. Yesterday's upgrades were for the Norway and the England cards, with Jude Bellingham now being 5.6 million coins as he went to 5-star, 5-star. Esri Konza going to 5-star, 5-star as well, along with Wolf and that Odegaard SBC. This seems to be one of the better SBCs that EA have released during this PTG promo because he is still live and getting upgrades. They're going to run into England in the quarterfinals. That is going to be a crazy game. We will be there for watching that one, but he does get a 5-star weak foot boost there on Odegaard. Now, there was one card yesterday that got a stat upgrade from the upgrades that were given, and that was because Bukayo Saka was already 5-star, 5-star, and he got +2 acceleration. I mean, they picked a good stat to upgrade. It's just not that big of an upgrade for his card there. I actually just picked up a Bukayo Saka on the market for 2.1 mil because after this upgrade came out, and of course the fact that he is still live, he went from 2.5 mil down to 2.1. So I was like, I'm going to scoop that right there and hopefully sell him for 2.5 to 2.6 in the next couple of days as the England hype is still very, very real. Now, of course, we got to talk about the upgrades that are happening today and the upgrades that are not happening today as well. From yesterday's games, Spain and Portugal and Belgium and USA. Of course, it was Belgium and Spain who went through to the next round, and those are the cards that are getting upgraded, like the SBC Ferran Torres. We had the duel of the SBCs yesterday, Ferran Torres versus Pedro Neto. Ferran Torres is going to end up getting that 5-star skill move boost. He'll be 5-star, 5-star. Emerick Laporte's also going to go to 5-5, and Rodri is going to get a 99 in-game stat upgrade because he is already 5-star, 5-star. Now, also for the Belgians, KDB is going to get a 5-5 boost. He's going to go up to 5-star skills. And Luke Bakio, this is becoming one of the most crazy cards in the game. He is going to go 5-star skills, 5-star weak foot. He's got the 99 pace. He has been extinct at 37,000 coins now for a couple of days. This is a card that needs a price range update. Yeah, he's been extinct since Thursday. What are we doing, EA? Usually Mondays are days they upgrade price ranges on cards, so I'm very surprised this card is still extinct at 37K. Now, of course, with a quarterfinal game on the line against Spain, it'll be a tough matchup for them. But, I mean, hey, those are still upgrades that he could get if they were to pull off the craziness. That'd be a +1 overall. That is what you get for qualifying for the semifinals, aka winning in the quarterfinals. Those will be upgrades that we talk about next week. But I also want to look at the cards that are not getting upgraded. Of course, on the top of that list would be my U.S. men's national team and Christian Pulisic. The group stage games and the Bosnia game that this USMNT squad played were completely different from what they played yesterday. They just did not come out ready to play. It was very unfortunate, and there was just so many mistakes. It was a bad watch. Like, it was a real bad watch, and in particular, Mr. Christian Pulisic was nowhere to be found. Yeah, real bad. Now, I will say this. Prices have dropped off, as you would expect. This is a great reminder to sell into the hype, and yours truly forgot to sell into the hype on some of his Christian Pulisic cards. I sold a few pregame for 300,000 coins, got one lucky sale at 337, but I still have a couple that I bought for 280K, and now the bro is 120. Now, I will say, we've seen this trend happen a couple times where after a team loses and bows out of the World Cup, they get knocked out, their card drops a ton in price. Sometimes you see a bit of a rebound back. Now, there's not a lot of hype for Pulisic, but for those who wanted to use him, he's gone from 300K down to 100,000 coins. There might be a little bit of a bounce back here. Like, you could maybe pick him up for like 110, 115, and then hopefully 130 to 140 in the next day or two. Those price bounces off the bottom probably won't last very long, especially if they're not more meta expensive cards, but you could see some rebounds there. Actually, let me check Vinny Jr. because, of course, Brazil got knocked out. And Vinny Jr. is not a super great example of this. I think the lowest price that he went to was like 3.9 mil, 3.8 mil, and he's still only 4 million coins right now. What about Marquinhos? Let's do a double check because this is also a type of card who is pretty rare, who maybe will rebound back. Let's see. He went from 800K down to 297, rebounded back to 330. He's still kind of in that 320 to 330 range. So not a really good rebound there. I'm thinking of cards like the Iñaki Williams that after they lost, where he went from 1.3 million coins down to like 900 or 800K. He then rebounded back up the next day to be 1 million coins again, but he's a super meta card. So maybe not a really good buying opportunity on that Pulisic there, but just something to kind of watch out for. Of course, Portugal losing, Ronaldo ending his World Cup career as well, has got Ruben Dias and Gonzalo Ramos dropping in price on the market. And this is once again a great reminder to sell into the hype because we got Argentina, Egypt today, and Switzerland, Colombia. That later game, which is not late, both these games are kind of early today, but that Switzerland-Colombia matchup is really interesting. I don't think I would want to hold either a Swiss card or a Colombian card of James Rodriguez into that game just because I don't know which way it's going to go. And of course, you know, you could say Argentina, they're going to go through. They look really, really good. You never know, guys. Sell all those cards into the hype just to be safe. I will be rooting for Argentina, for Messi, and for my Alexis McAllister, but that is definitely not a guaranteed win. Nothing is a guaranteed win right now in this World Cup. Now, let's also look at yesterday's content that dropped inside of the game in Evolutions, where we had a finishing touches Evo that is max 93 overall, striker Evo, repeatable 5 times, but 50,000 coins. I don't understand why this Evo is 50K. It gives a little bit of a pace, shooting, passing, and dribbling boost. But like, what are we doing? Really, what are we doing here with this Evo that is a chainer type of Evo, but for 50,000 coins? Like, guys, I really cannot get behind this. I don't quite understand why this is 50,000 coins. If it was giving us the Glory Hunters card design, then sure, I could maybe be about it, because then you'd be able to take the card to 4 playstyle pluses. After that, it is a bit of a chainer Evo, so if there's somebody low rated in your club and it was given that design, that could be super worth it for boosting them up, then giving them extra playstyles in the end. But for 50,000 coins, this one really does not make too much sense to me. It really begs the question as well, what happened to that Evo from last week that never came back? That was an Evo like that gave the Glory Hunters card design at the very end. Where did that Evo go? I'm forgetting the name of it right now. They have not re-released that evolution. Can that one come back? Because it was a very good one, and it gave that card design at the end. So that Evo for me is a bit of a stinker. If you guys find somebody that you like it in, then go for it. But I want to look at SBCs here, where we have 2 interesting player SBCs. First of all, we have Alexander Sorloth with the right wing and right mid positions. And if you're somebody, speaking of the meta, like we did yesterday, that wants the most meta option possible for a right mid, especially if you want that heading capability, the back post, this is a card that a lot of people might be completing for the right mid spot in their club. Remember earlier on in the year, Erling Haaland and other players that were really tall, lengthy, were being used at left mid and right mid out of position, even though they didn't have that position on their card, because they were so good at the back post and they were lengthy. This Sorloth is exactly that. He's 5-star weak foot, 6'5", striker, right wing, right mid. He's got the pace. He's got good dribbling, insane physical, insane shooting stats, and he's pretty cheap to complete, and he's customizable in terms of playstyle pluses, and he's actually evolvable as well. This card is only a 90 to 91 rated squad, which comes in right around like 60, or actually I think it's like 80,000 coins, but that's really easy to get done. And with one of the Evos that is in objectives, the Total Glory Evo, you can boost him up to 3 playstyle pluses, put him into that total glory evo, and then give him a 4th playstyle plus from the glory hunters 4th playstyle plus upgrades, then some base playstyles, and you're talking about a pretty freaking crazy card right here for an 80k SBC that then you put into one of those objective evos. That is pretty nuts. So if you want to go full lengthy meta rat, if you will, that's a card that could take you there. Also, yesterday we had a super fun player SBC, Lucas Podolski. It was dropped like 30 minutes after content. It was late for some reason. I don't know why, but he's finally here. The 4-star, 5-star Podolski FIFA legend, striker and cam. He's got good stats. The shooting is great. The dribbling is all right. Physical's all right. Pace, all right, right? Dribbling, solid. Playstyles, good. Not insane, just good. Love the game changer. Love the finesse and the low driven. Kind of wish that he had power shot plus for the vibes instead of the game changer, but the game changer does work, and he is cheap as well. So it's nice to get end of arrows like this for FIFA Legends. It's also pretty affordable at right around 80,000 coins with those 2 squads there. I will 100% be completing Lucas Podolski. Now, to round out the SBC content yesterday, we had an 82 4 of 10 pick, which is a must complete every day with the gold commons you get from doing the provisions packs. And then also the 83 plus player pick, which I am not doing because the 84 plus times 2 is just better, but it only has 3 days left. So make sure you keep an eye on that. Now, last thing I want to discuss from yesterday's content, as it was a pretty quiet day, is EVOs. I know I'm coming back to EVOs here, but I'm just noticing that EVOs are kind of insane at the moment because, as I tweeted yesterday, we're looking at cards that have footies level, August level, like game is over level stats. Right now, look at this Jolinton card with 95 and above in every single stat in this card. This is an Evo. It's on top of Footbin at the moment, and you can do, this card costs 120,000 coins to buy off the market. His Foot Birthday Jolinton card. And you, need to get some Evos from objectives to follow this chain to perfection, but like, that is a nuts card. Nepenthes responded to my tweet about this after I saw these Evos yesterday, and he was like, yeah, short of a 5th playstyle plus, we're basically there in the Footies promo where we're going to see cards like this dropped in the next month or so that have stats like that. That will become normal, but it feels like we've gotten here early with some of the Evos that are out. And he's got a point. 5 playstyle pluses is the last thing that this card would need to be the most meta and a footies type of card, right? But at the same time, 4 playstyle pluses versus 5, those stats right now, I would do an Evo like that right now if I could. I'm looking at my Paul Pogba Foot Birthday card from what I did with Evos earlier on, and I'm really tempted to boost him up. So I just wanted to mention that because go take a look on the Footbin Evolution popular page because there is a whole lot going on there, and there are a whole lot of crazy, crazy cards. Now, let's get to the big topic of conversation because we're all looking forward to, or at least I'm super interested in because we have not experienced this yet. With this new token system, a new season that is coming out this Thursday, which will mean, as we learned yesterday, the end for these festival football tokens and a new separate footies token to replace it in rewards. Let's talk about it because, of course, what we were thinking about with this token system before is that our Festival of Football tokens, it would be nice, at least, if they just automatically transferred into footies tokens. That way we wouldn't have multiple new stores or a new type of token that we felt like we had to keep separate, like stuff like that. But this tweet from FIFA Trading Romania from a while back is actually not the way that it's going to go. I think that it makes sense, except for one thing. Now, this is the EA tweet that I want to get into. They said the Festival of Football token store will continue to remain live beyond Season 8. You can continue to use your tokens until the store expires on September 1st, which if you take a look at some of the cards and Evos in here, that's why it says 56 days. This store is going nowhere. These tokens are going nowhere, but they are not changing. They're going to stay Festival of Football tokens. They said the remainder of rewards will remain obtainable and unused Festival of Football tokens will remain in accounts. Now, the way that I read this and the way they're talking about it, it sounds like we're not getting these Festival of Football tokens carried over into footies tokens. It sounds like they're going to be separate because they said that the store is going to remain live. If they were going to transfer our Festival Football tokens over to footies tokens, the store would then become one store with whatever new footies rewards would come out. So it looks like we're going to add another store into here called the Footy Store on Thursday with new tokens that we will earn in the same gameplay places that we've been earning these tokens so far. But now, me here sitting on 2,500 tokens, basically, I've got a dilemma because I'm either going to take these tokens to the end of the game or I might as well spend them. There's not really a hurry to spend into anything here in the token store, except if it's, the Bombito, Doomfreeze, Eze, or, something that expires in 3 days inside of here. But there's honestly no reason for me to hold on to my Festival of Football tokens that I have right now. If you guys are in the same boat, I guess we just look to spend them on some packs, player picks, or do some of these EVOs because there's no reason to hold on to them into this next week of the new season. And that's what I was hoping for, because it would be nice if all the work that I did and not spending and getting rewards from all that work in this last season would be like, actually helping me in the next season, but it doesn't sound like that's going to be the case. And I think I'm understanding why EA is doing that. I think I understand why EA wants to have a new Footies token store that is separate. And that's because they want us to keep grinding the game. They don't want us to have a head start. I know it's not a good thing. I'm just seeing this is what EA is probably thinking. They don't want people to come in to this new Footies token store with 2,000 tokens like I've got and be able to unlock the highest rated thing in this token store right away. Like, I could just see EA not wanting that. And it does make sense to some degree, but also it doesn't. And also I don't like it because it's just going to make the token store and everything else more confusing, because we just got used to these tokens. Are the Footies tokens going to replace this up here? Are they going to add another currency up here at the top? I mean, they've only got so much room up there at the top of the screen to like add in a new currency. My guess is they will remove the Festival Football and they will add in the Footies tokens, but it just doesn't look like it's going to be a seamless transition from Festival Football into Footies. It looks like it's going to be two separate stores, and where it shows right now in game, like in Division Rivals, that you will be earning Festival Football tokens like from Rivals rewards. My guess is that once these rewards update for the new season that is coming out on Thursday, that this will update to say a Footies token. I would be pretty surprised if after rewards on Thursday, when the new season comes out, that we would be earning Festival Football tokens. So that's actually one thing that, as we think about this new season, I would recommend you doing is getting your Rivals games in this week, because that's going to give you a bit of a head start on this new Footies token season. That's kind of going to be the main game plan right now. Like myself, I don't think I'm going to spend any more Footies tokens or spend any more time going after Footies tokens. I'm going to do the double swaps SBC situation on Thursday. Hopefully, if the swaps SBCs come out on Thursday as well, I'm going to do one set of these swap tokens, which actually would be really interesting to see. Do these swap tokens transfer over to Footies tokens, or do they stay Festival Football? Because if they're Festival Football, I won't be doing them. If they're Footies, then I will, because that's after Rivals rewards. I don't think these are going to actually change. Never mind. I'm going to change that idea right there. I don't think these are going to change, so I'm probably not going to do swaps. That makes it even more important to get a head start on this first week of Footies tokens by doing your Division Rivals, because I do think those will change over to be Footies tokens. It's confusing, guys. We still have questions, and EA kind of just, this was a teaser tweet. Like, they didn't give us the full story, but I wanted to talk about it today because I think that kind of just allows us to open up and spend our tokens that we have from Festival Football tokens, and kind of takes the pressure off of feeling like we have to get all of those tokens now, based on the fact of knowing that there won't be any more that we could obtain, because they're going to the Footies tokens, and it's not like the store is going away, but you might as well spend them. There's no reason to hold on to them. They said we'll provide more info with the upcoming Worlds Game Season 9 blog. I'm guessing that's a pitch notes article that they're going to post here in the next couple of days. So we're going to keep a close eye on that, as well as that should explain things and make it a little more simple to understand. Now, let's talk about today's content on Tuesday and get back into the easy stuff to comprehend, right? Upgrades for our Pele card are expected today. Well, one upgrade. It's not that big of one. As you can see here on the count up on the schedule of this Pele Festival Football Grant, today is the 7th. Or sorry, today, is it? Yeah. Oh, the 11th is when it comes out, not the 7th. Today's the 7th. It's not coming out until the 11th. I digress. No upgrade today. I thought we were getting a weak foot upgrade. We are not getting a weak foot upgrade today. That's still a number of days away. Now, the fact that we have so many 4-play style plus players, this free Pele is kind of falling behind the curve. They should have given us a 4-play style plus upgrade like on that first date of the 11th. And then after that, another +1. And then after that, like a 5th playstyle plus. But anyways, that's still not coming until July 11th. Just kidding. That is not going to be today. But I'm still waiting for star performers because we need some star performers from the round of 32. We listed off a lot of great names yesterday, like Oyarthabal and others that should be included in this release. I was hoping that it'd come out yesterday. It didn't. So maybe today. If it doesn't come out today, then it's kind of like, well, maybe we're not getting star performers for the round of 32. Who knows? Especially because the round of 16 is closing in on being done. So watch out for that today. And then we talk about SBCs because Tuesdays, we've been talking about this for a long time. You guys probably know the drill by now. Tuesdays give us upgrade packs. Our 86x8 SBC goes away, and what replaces it is the more popular 87 plus by 5, most likely, unless EA want to do a madness and do something bananas today. So watch out for an 87 by 5. Last time that was 1 squad, which is a much nicer SBC to complete than a 2 squad, 83 and 84 rated squad with an inform. So I think it'll just be an 84 rated squad with an inform for that 87.5 today. And also, we should be getting a new player pick. The 1 of 3 94 plus UEFA winners and TOTS pick is expiring. That should get replaced by another one today. If they could take the team of the seasons out of this, that'd be sick. Just make it UEFA winners, PTGs, and maybe even greats of the game. Add that in there, and we would be cooking. So apart from a new SBC player today as well, where we still have the Voltamata, the Nakamura, and the Manzambi, who have not been released yet. Those 3 could be coming in the next 3 days, the last 3 days of this team 2, of Glory Hunters. Maybe an Evo, but probably wouldn't expect anything crazy there. And lastly, as I was getting to, what I would want you to do today is sell your Glory Hunter Team 2 cards. I know that a lot of these cards have come down in value, except for Haaland. He's still crazy expensive, but Mo Salah is now only 200,000 coins, and Rafinha is only 875,000 coins after he started the day yesterday at 1.1 million still. I would sell these. Here's why. Last week on Wednesday, if you guys remember, they dropped a tradable 600,000 coin pack for these Glory Hunter Team 1 cards, and it absolutely destroyed their prices. Now, of course, if you look at them now, you know, they're doing pretty good, but like VVD was 1.6 mil last Wednesday, dropped all the way to a mil. Now he's back up at 1.45. I think that same pack is going to drop in the store either today or tomorrow. So I'd highly recommend getting out of those cards just to be safe. Even if you bought them and then evoed them, you could sell them or take the Evos off, remove all the Evos, then sell them and then buy them back for cheaper. And you could save yourself some coins that way if you want to go through all that work. If it's not worth it at this stage of the game, I also 100% agree with you and would just tell you to continue to use the cards that you do want to use. So that's really all that we're expecting today for content on a Tuesday. Hopefully a few more Evos. I mean, Evos are cooking right now, as we talked about. We would love any more Evo content that they do want to give us. The last thing that I want to mention as well, kind of talking about objectives, is just keep working on this Journey of Nations objective. It's going to be a bit difficult for me this week with the busy week that it is, with stuff off the stream. But this objective might go away with the new season. And I can see a lot of people being frustrated and not completing Maradona in time. If that is the case, it's not confirmed because I see no countdown on the date here. But here's what I would tell you to do. Get this Maradona done in the next 2 days, just in case. And I'm saying this for myself too. I want to finish the Africa objective. I want to finish the Europe objective and get that done because I would not want to miss out on this Maradona 5 playstyle plus, first 5 playstyle plus card in the game. I mean, Maradona, nice card. I'm sure we're going to have more cards in the next couple of weeks that we look at and say, oh, it's not worth it. But I would 100% say get that done ASAP if you can. Let's end with 1 pack today. Let's end this video with 1 pack today, guys, because, I mean, we're not going to pack Salah again, right? Yeah, probably not. But maybe we'll get a cheeky, I don't know who else we could get from this promo that I really want. I feel like I've already cooked. Oh, it is a promo card. Let's go. Give me an Erling Haaland, man. The guy who's taking over literally the whole entire world right now. We got an Atletico Madrid badge. It's probably going to be the center back, Jimenez. He's in this promo team, correct? Or am I still stuck on team 1? Nah, that's Jimenez right there. Yep. It could have been Alvarez, but it was Jimenez. We guessed a lower rated player, and we got that one correct. Let's do one more pack. One more pack, man. I was trying a couple of companion app packs. Didn't have the luck. I did not have the luck. I've got better luck on console this year for sure than on the companion app. 86x8 number 2 is going to give us nothing. And then let's do one more. Actually, guys, last thing I want to mention to end off the video. This is the type of the video where sometimes I just remember random things as we're finishing things up. The Phenoms promo that is going to be coming out on Friday, we have not seen too many leaks for that yet. I bet that changes today. So watch out for leaks for the Phenoms promo, the Youngsters promo that will be gracing this game on Friday. Anyway, guys, that's the video for me. If you did enjoy, drop a thumbs up on it. Comment down below your questions for this token situation. Are you liking tokens? Are you not liking tokens? And of course, subscribe to the channel if you are new. See you guys in the video tomorrow. It's been TheFutAccountant. See you there. Peace out.